All right, hello and welcome back, everyone. So before we go ahead and jump into today's video, I do just want to go ahead and go over a few things. One, that the IERC Season 3 is currently going on right now. That is the partnership between Collectible Exchange, Gameology, and me. And I do have, or will have, a video on my YouTube further explaining that if you need any further information about it. But if you live in the Southern California area and would like to participate in one of our events, please feel free to come on down. Also, any information about tournaments happening in Southern California, mainly the ones happening at Collectible Exchange, Gameology, or at Card Addiction, those will be in the video. Just, keep an eye out for them. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Hello and welcome back. So here we are with a little bit of a late tournament breakdown. I do apologize, life has been very busy. So this tournament did happen on earlier this month of October. Well, this month, by the time this goes out, maybe whatever. But it happened October 19th, all right, over at Collectible Exchange. It was a EDISON PlayStation 5 tournament. So let's go ahead and head into the Swiss rounds. All right, so over here in Swiss, as you can see, it was actually pretty diverse. There was only, 11 Black Wings, 7 Frogs, 6 Value Turbo, 4 Machina, 3 Lightsworn, 3 Glad Beasts, 2 Hybrid Black Wings, 2 Quick Draw, 2 Christia, 2 Fairies, 2 Hero Beat, and 2 Diva Hero, along with 8 miscellaneous decks. Those will actually, possibly, become very relevant very soon. So as you can see, very diverse, actually. No surprise. There are a lot of Black Wings at the event, as well as Frogs. Actually, Frogs is like the next best deck. So it's not a surprise to go ahead and see it up there. As you can see, Black Wings, Frogs, and Value Turbo, 3 best decks in the format. And actually kind of surprising that there wasn't more Value Turbo decks. Also, Machina is still on the rise. So seeing that at 4 is also quite notable. And then Glad Beasts as well, doing very well and, having a showing. Also, it's neat to see Quick Draw is still not completely dead. So seeing it up here in, in the breakdown is kind of nice to see, instead of it just being like that one of deck that's kind of like in the format that's like just there. So it's kind of nice to see a couple people, more people playing it. This was a 54-person event, by the way. So a pretty sizable. All right, so let's go ahead and head now into the top 8 breakdowns. So we had 2 Lightsworn, 1 Machina, 1 Black Wing, 1 Zombies, 1 Glad Beast, 1 Diva Hero, and 1 Value Turbo. So Zombies was one of the decks that was in the miscellaneous category. There was only 1 zombie deck at the event, and they ended up making it all the way to top 8. As you can see, 1 Glad Beast also made it. Diva Hero made it, which is actually kind of surprising. I feel like Diva Hero is kind of like any of the Diva decks have kind of just been fallen off very hard. So seeing that actually be able to crack into top 8 was actually kind of neat to see. Also seeing that there was only 1 Black Wing and 1 Value Turbo making it all the way through is also very surprising. Along with like the 2 Lightsworn. Pretty neat. I unfortunately was not able to attend the event, so I don't really have any really like in-depth analysis really on it, other than the fact that it was actually very diverse. Looking at the Swiss rounds and then looking at the top 8, it's Edison's not a completely solved format at all, seen as in like there's actually still a wide variety of decks that are out there and you're able to play and top with, as you can see here. I think this is like the first time, or maybe no, I don't know. I think that's Diva Zombies. So zombies kind of topping is kind of like always like something that happens very rarely, I feel like. So it's honestly very neat to see. All right, so let's go ahead and head into the 8th place list. All right, so here we do have Cody. All right, Cody's out here piloting the Machina deck. All right, I'm sorry that these are not as fancy as they probably could be, but I'm just having to use what I have because life is busy and I've been wanting to make the deck lists on DB, but I just can never find the time unless someone wants to do them for me and is willing to do them the second I give them the lists. This is probably what we're going to be doing for the future. But as you can see, he is playing a pretty standard Machina list. He is also taking inspiration from Nima, the person that went undefeated in Swiss at RBETLA. So he plays at our locals very often. So Cody has been loving the deck, and he's been enjoying it a bunch. Even during the off season of the IERC, he was topping events at locals very consistently with it. And honestly, it's not a surprise to see him make top 8 with the deck. There isn't really anything in this that I think is too notable. I mean, the main deck Cold Wave is actually something that's kind of neat, and I actually kind of like quite a bit, along with the main deck Divine Wrath, just to go ahead and shut off like certain cards, especially stuff that's going to be giving us issues, Klutes, Honest, Raikos, and the whatnot. Just being able to go ahead and shut those plays off and get rid of the card of any activated effect is pretty nice. And then going into the side deck, let's see, he is, I believe, playing the what is it called? The one that doesn't let you banish, the Imperial Iron Walls. I think he is playing. Yeah, he is playing the 3. He's also playing 3 Compulse, 2 Lightning Vortex, 2 Smashing, 2 Consecrated, 2 Dust, and 1 Starlight Road. So, a pretty simple side deck, which in all honesty is kind of what you want. At least that's the way I think of it. It's always better to just have a simple side deck. It's a lot easier to side and to go ahead and, it makes siding so much easier when there's not many options to it. All right, so let's go ahead and head into the 7th place list with Esteban. Esteban is our one of our Lightsworn players. Let's see, he is doing the Arcist. He is running the Arcist, the one of the most annoying cards in the format to play against. I play Frogs. The second Arcist hits the board, it's kind of just annoying. So I'm like, well, I kind of have to draw my Torrential, or I have to draw my Mirror Force. Because targeting no longer works. Let's see, he is also main decking 2 Crows, which is actually kind of neat. I really like it when people are main decking Crows. It kind of just throws people off a whole hell of a lot, and it is something that I do enjoy. Let's see, he's only running the 1 trap card, 1 trap Dust Shoot, but let's see, he is also playing 3 Recharge, 2 Monster Reincarnation, 1 Pot, and he is playing the Allure because he is running a bit of a dark package with the, Plague Spreader, Gardena. Let's see, we also have the Gores, the Dark Arm, the 2 Crows, and the Chaos Sword. So, enough darks to go ahead and facilitate it, and to go ahead and just get additional draws. And then going into his side, there is the 3rd Crow. He's also playing the Barrier Statue of the Heavens. Honestly, I've been seeing this card pop up quite a bit here and there as just a way to go ahead and summon it. And then you also have the Honest to back it up, so it can actually get kind of disgusting to train out. He's also running, let's see, a lot of the traps in the side. He is running Return, mainly because he is running Allure. As well, he is running the Chaos Sword, just so that way it's just additional bodies to get on the board, especially if you get like Soul Release or DD Crud. But that's really it for one of the Lightsworn builds. Kind of neat. Really like the Crows in the main. And then here we go with the next Lightsworn list, piloted by Joey. His is pretty standard. There's nothing really in here outside of he is also playing double Gold Sark in the main. I don't think the other one was. And then he is also actually playing traps. He is playing 1 Beckoning, 2 T-Roar, 1 Mirror, 1 Trap Dust Shoot, and then going into the side deck. He is also electing to go ahead and play Kaiku and Fossil Dynas, and he also is running the Cold Wave. and he's running MST in the side. But yeah, no, this one's pretty, like, I would say standard for most Lightsworn lists. There isn't really too much special about it, in all honesty. So let's go ahead and head into the next deck list. Here we go with the Blackwing deck. All right, pretty standard. I mean, however, he is running Giant Trunade in the main, which I think is honestly kind of neat for Blackwing decks to go ahead and use. Just going ahead, I mean, he is running the Gore, so it is a nice way to just go ahead and like Trunade, bounce the board, maybe set like a Chainable, and then not like kind of keep your opponent confused on maybe what it is that you're playing, or if you're about to go in for a big push, going ahead and just Trunade the board, and then special summon, and then just OTK on the spot. Let's see, he's also going ahead and let's see, there's nothing really else that's like too notable. He is running the Mind Control in the main, which is also kind of neat. And then going into the side deck, he is also one of the few people, I believe, that is running Prohibition. I believe it is a card that takes a lot of skill to use, so a lot of people don't really use it because it is very like, okay, I lose to this card, I'm going to play this, and that way I don't lose to it right now, and I could potentially win the game. So it's a card that I think more people should be looking at playing. It's just unfortunate that, you know, most people don't. Here we go with Master Restrict, first one in the top 8. It is a card that I have been seeing come back up in popularity as of late, and it is something that is definitely going to be in the format for a while, especially heading into YCS Anaheim, where I expect it to be in almost every single list. All right, heading in to now the top 4. We do have Sergio playing Diva Hero. I don't really think there's anything in here that's like very, yeah, no, going over the list right now, there's nothing notable outside of when we get to the side deck. As we can see, there goes the Master Restricts, there goes the second skill drain, as well as Forbidden Chalice for just an additional way to go ahead and interrupt plays, and also to potentially just get your monsters bigger than your opponents. So kind of neat. I like Chalice. Chalice is a really, really good card, and you know, in certain situations, it's, especially since you can use it in the damage step, it's pretty good versus like Campster decks. All right, heading into third place, we do have Andrew. Andrew is over here playing our Vayu Turbo deck. All right. Let's see, is there anything really in here that is noteworthy? We are playing 2 deck devs in the main. This man is a demon. All right, just absolutely just bodying people that lose to deck dev, you know, decks that I play. Woo. So honestly, I've been seeing that on the rise a lot more, where Vayu Turbo decks are just running the deck dev because they can, and 9 times out of 10 they're probably going to be flipping it on an opponent and it's going to resolve, and it's going to just win them the game. So it's just like, why not play it? And then going into the side deck, we can see we got 1 Vortex, 1 Kaiku, the Dino, Cyber Dragons, and then that's really about it. Yeah, the list is kind of standard outside of the deck devs, even though I think that is becoming more and more standard. All right, let's go ahead and head into second place with Fitz. All right, here we go. Fitz with his zombie deck, Diva zombie deck. Okay, so it was Diva zombies. I was making sure. And yeah, no, if I'm correct, he's probably one of like the best zombie like players out there. If I'm correct, like, there, without a shadow of a doubt, he is just like the best, or one of the best, if I'm correct. So it's like no surprise whatsoever that he's just like clean house all the way, and made it to top 8. Also, if I'm correct, it was Fitz in first with Bo, the person that won the event. I think Fitz was first, and then Bo was second after Swiss, and then they both just cleaned house through top 8 and then played each other. So it was first and second from Swiss, played each other in the finals of top 8, which was actually kind of insane. Well, let's see. Is there anything in here? Let's see. We're playing one Mystic Tomato. Okay. We are playing the Instant Fusion build with 3 Book of Life. Okay. All right. I love it. I love it. And then let's see. And then in the side, I mean, trap cards. Not really much else to talk about. And then into the side deck, here we go with the great philosophy of you know, just making sure you have as many options as possible for whatever it is that you're going against. We got 1 Dyna, 1 Breaker, 1 TD Assailant, which is that's actually kind of neat. Let's see, it's Smashing, Soul, Trap Shoot, Destiny, Australia Road, Trap Hole. I'm assuming that's for like Black Wings and like other, like maybe like what is it? GBs and whatnot. And then 1 Compulse. I know. Pretty neat. Zombies getting a top is always kind of neat because it feels like it's almost always just an underpowered deck that just kind of loses to mostly almost anything in the format. So it just takes a really, really good pilot to go ahead and win it all. So here we go with first place, GBs. GBs won the event. All right. Take note, GBs is on the map, and GBs is actually just here to stay, which is actually just like absolutely disgusting and wild. But yeah, no. I mean, here we go with Bo winning the whole thing with GBs. Let's see, we got I think everything in here is pretty standard. I mean, he is only, so what is it? He's playing the 1 red ERE, or like some other builds are playing like 2, and then he's also playing the Test Tiger build. And then when it comes down to spells, it's only the 3 Book of Moons. I know some. Oh, also wait, hold on. Oh, he's also just, oh wait, the 2nd red ER is on the side. Okay, but he's also not playing the what is it? The Hedge Guard that's like been like very popular as of late for people to play. So like, oh, that's actually kind of very interesting. He's also elected to play Anti-Spell Fragrance, which is actually kind of neat in the side deck. That's actually really neat. That's kind of spicy. I really like it. And then he's playing the 3rd Cherry in the side, and yeah, I think that's really it. That's like kind of notable. So yeah. There we go. That was the event. There are going to be some more events coming up. Actually, I'll probably put them in here at the end, so y'all can go ahead and see them. They are happening at Collectible Exchange. There is a hat tournament happening on November the 16th. All right, November the 16th over at Collectible Exchange. Do register online to go ahead and save yourself $5. And then there is an EDISON one on December the 1st over at Collectible Exchange as well, where I do highly recommend y'all go ahead and sign up online for the QR code to go ahead and save yourself $5 on entry. So, but without further ado, thank y'all very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.